One of the things that sets Toi Whakaari apart as an education provider is that we talk a lot in the creative industries about collaboration, but we don't actually spend a lot of time, most of the time, thinking about what that is and how you achieve those skills. And one of the things that's special about Toi is that collaboration is hard-baked into the way that teaching and learning happen here. It's part of a kaupapa that we practice twice weekly in our Whakaari. And I think that one of the things that visiting professionals notice when they come into Toi Whakaari is it's very clear that students know what they're about, and they know how to communicate, and they know how to place themselves in a room, and they know how to work with one another. And those collaborative skills those soft skills are actually very high on the agenda of what potential employers are looking for. What you can expect from studying the Diploma in Set Props construction is a 2-year program which in first year focuses on imparting a huge and a wide-ranging set of skills. So in term 1 we'll do an introduction to core carpentry skills, core props making skills, and the core techniques of scenic art, painting scenery and props. In term 2 we do moulding and casting, carving, sculpting, all the things that collectively we call plastic arts. So for instance, we recently made these amazing little kind of mandrake plant homunculus creatures, which will be popping up around the city sometime soon. In term 3 we get into software. That's visualization software, but also software for manufacture, so things like Rhinoceros, which we can design in, and then we can output those creations through 3D printing or laser cutting, or for the really large scale work, like the Dalek sitting upstairs in our foyer, we use the CNC router. Finally, in term 4, we do a huge full-on stage production, which is one of those points where the entire school comes together to make a really major piece of work. Having said that, there are also projects during the year where you will collaborate with other students on other courses, but also with our sister school, the New Zealand School of Dance. We do a dance mask project there, where actually this is an example of a piece of dance mask made last year, where all of the dancers became insects. So that's year 1. That's just year 1. In year 2, you do a major personal project, and these are incredibly diverse. We've seen all sorts of things being created through that strand, from sort of interesting crystalline skulls to real hero prop swords, ground out of aircraft titanium, illuminating wings, an entire spaceship interior. The other thing you do in your second year is you take on lead production roles across the whole range of stage and screen work that the school produces. So there's multiple screen projects as well as the live work. The final element of that is very important. It's professional internship. It's going out into the industry. We're building great relationships with some very significant companies in Auckland and here in Wellington. We have a very fluid relationship with some of those organisations where students go out there to intern, and then after a while they are such great ambassadors for us that the members of staff from those organisations come back into the school and guest tutor for us because they've been so impressed by the quality of our students, which is it's a very great tribute to the students we've had on the programme so far. More generally in a portfolio, I think what we're looking for is a sense of progress and development. So traditionally, a portfolio was this sort of great big case that you lugged around with you and had boards inside with big photos, and they tended to be all focused on the end product. Now, that a far more conventional way of keeping and presenting coursework and project work will be a blog or some sort of digital archive where you can show us the development of the thing that you're making through still images, through video clips. And to be honest, seeing a highly polished end product doesn't really tell us much about what you learned or what your journey was in making the thing. We're kind of interested in what went wrong. We're interested in the mistakes, and we're interested in how you overcame them, or if you didn't overcome them. You know, maybe you actually had to give up on that particular route and start over and go a new direction. So yeah, a portfolio that tells the story of your project is really valuable. And we'd like to see multiple projects, and we'd particularly like to see things that you've achieved in collaboration with other people if you've had the opportunity to